Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares. Welcome back to the Fangoria Movie Challenge. This is a segment I've been doing with my good buddy, Joe the Horror Man, where we're not only going to watch, but also review all 101 movies Fangoria thinks we should have seen. Today, we're going to be talking about Rampage. Rampage is a 1992 film, and that does differ depending on which cut of the film you're watching, and it runs 97 minutes. That also depends. Now, this is written and directed by William Friedkin, who directed The Exorcist, To Live and Die in L.A., and The French Connection. Now, this stars Michael Biehn as Anthony Fraser. He was in Bereavement, The Fan, and The Terminator. Alex MacArthur as Charlie Reese. He was in Kiss the Girls, Desert Hearts, and Devil in the Flesh. And Nicholas Campbell as Albert Morse. He was in Cinderella Man, The Dead Zone, and A Bridge Too Far. Now, this had a budget of $7.5 million, and the worldwide gross was $800,000. Now, this is a bit of an oddity on this Fangoria list. Now, there is a 1987 film called Rampage as well, which is done by the same director and is almost the same film. And I'll explain a little bit about that. Now, Dino De Laurentiis went bankrupt in 87. This was, I believe, the last movie produced. And this sat on the shelf for 5 years, until Miramax bought it in 1992 and had it on a limited release. Now, Joe and I are also going to watch the 87 version of Rampage as well for the 12 Days of Christmas. Now, from what I'm to understand, and as I'm sitting here right now talking to you guys, I have not watched the 87 version of this film yet. Joe says it's pretty different. And I know a little bit about why he changed a lot of stuff in post-production. I will get to that, actually, when you watch my 12 Days of Christmas, which is coming up, actually. This is the last film that we are watching for the Fangoria Movie Challenge before the 12 Days of Christmas. So, the next movie you see me review, I do believe, will be Rampage, the 1987 version for the 12 Days of Christmas. So it won't be that long. Now, this is about a man, Charlie Reese, who is a serial killer and has committed multiple murders and is caught by the police. From there, it not only goes through what Charlie Reese did, you're also in a trial with Michael Biehn playing the district attorney. He's pushing for Charlie Reese to have the death penalty. And of course, the defense is saying that Charlie Reese is crazy and he belongs in a psychiatric hospital for the rest of his life, or until he's deemed normal by the doctors. Now, I want to apologize because Joe made me this copy, which I really appreciate. He also made me the copy of Rampage 1987, which, in fact, you can only see if you have I think it's the Japanese or the Chinese Laserdisc. So, I can't wait to watch that. I really can't. This movie is fantastic, and I find that it's better for this film to go in knowing as little as possible. The only thing I knew about this film when I watched it is that it was based on a serial killer, which is actually based on a true story. It was the case of Richard Cash, I think. I looked it up. No, I can't remember the last name. But it is based on a true story. And it was set around Christmas time. So we had kind of planned on reviewing this around Christmas time for not only the Fangoria Movie Challenge, but actually reviewing the other cut as well for the 12 Days of Christmas. So it kind of worked out really well. Joe, thank you so much for making me a copy of this. I've actually told him this several times. This is one of the best films on this list of 101 movies. For those of you who have seen it, I know you already know this, but this movie is absolutely fantastic, and I do not understand why this hasn't gotten at least a DVD treatment. At least. I think Vinegar Syndrome, Scream Factory, Synapse, I don't care who it is, but somebody should pick this up and release both versions of this film. Now, of course, I haven't seen the 87 version, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to like it because I really do like the subject matter of this film. This is one of the best portrayals of a serial killer I have ever seen, and I'm going to be honest, guys, it kind of creeped me out in a way. The guy who plays Charlie Reese in this film does one of the best jobs I have ever seen as a serial killer, which led me to what I would pick for my recommendation. Now, I wanted to pick a serial killer film, but I also didn't really see that I had anything in my collection that would do this film justice. I really like Dahmer. This is much better. I think this is better than Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. I think it's actually even maybe better than Silence of the Lambs. I don't understand why this has not been given a proper treatment from DVD, Blu-ray, whatever. I don't even care. It got a Laserdisc and a VHS. That's all we got for this. And I don't understand it because William Friedkin is one of the best directors ever. You know, he did The Exorcist. He did The French Connection. And he also did my relatable recommendation. This was also a first-time watch for me. I have heard nothing but great things about this film. But in talking with Joe, I liked it. I like this movie a lot, and that's why I'm recommending it, because William Friedkin also directed Cruising. This is also about a serial killer who frequents gay clubs, and it is also based on a true story of similar things that happened in gay clubs in the late 70s and early 80s. William Friedkin did a lot of research in order to make this film. But here's my problem. I watched this before I watched this. I actually watched Rampage with Joe, and then I figured, why don't I do Cruising? It'll be a perfect opportunity for me to watch it, and I've heard nothing but great things about it, and it's also same director, and it's about a serial killer. And I watched this, and I'll have to admit, I was a little bit disappointed. But I think it's because this movie is so good that nothing I would have watched would have compared to Rampage. If there is any way you can see this film, I'm not sure if it's on Tubi, I'm not sure if it's on Amazon Prime, I'm not sure if it's on Netflix, because I really didn't do that kind of research. But if there is a way for you to see it, even if it's on YouTube, watch this film. I can definitely recommend the 92 cut. I haven't seen the 87 cut. I'm pretty sure I'm going to like it, but this movie is fantastic. The acting is brilliant. The movie is so well paced. It's just a fantastic film, and definitely one of the best on this Fangoria movie challenge. Definitely watch this film, and watch Cruising as well. I did like it, but I think I watched it at the wrong time, so I'll have to watch it again. But don't forget to check out Joe's review and to see what he picked. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.